For the next card, in turning this box of card bases into a sheetload of cards, I chose this card base, which had these flower sprays in the corners, but the back was just plain. So I went ahead and cut these down, and I cut these in half. And I also used a card base that had an overall floral design. I cut these in half, and then I cut them in half again to make this middle panel. I also really liked this foiled design here. I cut them in half to use for my background panel. This was such a pretty paper though, and I don't do this with all my cards, but if it's really nice paper and I don't have a lot, I went ahead and cut arches out of the middle, which is underneath this part here, so you don't see that, and I'm going to use these on another set of cards later on. The design I chose, or the template I chose, was Crafty Owl's Sheetload of Cards February 2025. I thought it would match really good having that gold, the rose gold foil in the background, and then the roses here for this one, and then those panels that I cut out here I used for my background on some of the cards that needed a mat. So the second layer here is the back of this card base. I just used some ribbon that I had. This stamp set, it doesn't match it exactly, but I always look for what I have to try to use, and it was this old stamp set from 2003 called Roses in Winter. I've had this for so long and I've used it so many times, and I thought it matched perfectly with this card, the card base that it came with. So I made 20 or so Mother's Day cards. I used some sequins and pearls to decorate them. On the inside, You're a Wonderful Reason to Celebrate. And right over here, I just used that. I had to use a, when you cut this mat down to fit where there's a border around it, you end up with these 1/4-inch strips, which are perfect to put down the side or across the bottom of your card, depending on how long the strip is, as a little decoration so that no paper goes to waste.